5-yard line. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will take the field first. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter. And, Jesse, they think they found him.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity. And, David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave him the best chance to compete for a national championship and to have an opportunity to play at the next level. Now he's got to go show it, right? We've seen this guy play before. We've seen him have success. This is a big stage for him today.
No doubt. I think all eyeballs will be on him, right? Even his teammates. They're going to be watching every single move. He was the guy that was talked about to come in, to take over, to lead this team. He's making the money. That's talked about as well. So let's see how he responds, and let's see how he gets his career going in a new spot.
Scanning the field, it's Gibson. With the catch, it's Gee. And the defense drags him down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Gee. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Let's take a minute and look big picture at Purdue. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Gibson. Hauls it in. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Purdue! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the PAT makes it 7-0. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies offense has its first opportunity of the day. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy. And that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve.
Wide open spaces at the 30. He has 60 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season. Pulls and fires complete. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Opening day, and might as well build a little drama with a 3rd and goal early. He'll keep it on the sneak. Sneaks it in.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jeffrey. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. UConn going back to work on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply.
And the ball is free on the pitch. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical because he bobbles it at all. As soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Looking downfield, it's Gibson. Gets it out quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the Snake gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UConn offense goes back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Makes the grab.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Fires to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. No huddle here for the offense. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Cheek. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Quickly out to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's complete. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Now, nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route, coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UConn! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now and what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 17 over Nevada. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes fine. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Looking downfield, it's Gibson. Makes the catch, it's Smith. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Smith. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Wants to throw. It's Gibson. He's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, the running back has it. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here they come, facing third and long from the 20.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. The Boilermakers trying to cash it in on first and goal. Looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So an 82-yard drive there. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UConn going back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Finds his big tight end. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. The Huskies in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Let's talk just for a minute about UConn. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Well, you see them there taking a shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside,
oh, he's got some space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. And the Huskies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. From the red zone, it's Baker. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, UConn. The extra point here would tie the game. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed at so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Barrow. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Dropping back, it's Gibson. Finds his man, it's Smith. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
what a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. To the ground with the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Guys, for just a second, let's talk about UConn. During the offseason, they go out, they get a top 25 recruiting class. That's nothing to scoff at. But the question is, how do they move up from here, Dave?
Well, and how do these talented young guys perform at this level, right? We don't really know. I mean, top 25 class is good. It's not elite, but how do these guys perform, Palmer, early, day one in their career?
Yeah, they're going to have to grow up pretty quick because we expect to see a lot of these guys play meaningful snaps in this game here today as well. I think that's what the fans really want to see here today.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Snatches it on the run. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Off the play fake on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
UConn quick to the line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On 3rd down, going up top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Gibson. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on 1st down. The quick out. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet in bounds.
Let's go! Let's go!
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quick strike complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, You want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Creates a little space. To running room. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. First down here for the offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's got the tight end. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
It's caught. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Purdue.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Gibson. It's complete to the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. The official says no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing. A little bit of everything through 2 quarters. Exactly what we expected all week, if not even exceeding those lofty expectations. Feels like the defense that can at least contain one of these dual threats is going to be celebrating a hard-fought victory, although easier said than done.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off-play action on first down. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Huskies want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on second down. Quick completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Huskies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll go to the air. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He wants to throw it again. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Huskies. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Gibson. That's caught, it's Gee. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. UConn going back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Unloads quickly. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. UConn quick to the line.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. He leaves it with his back. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He wants to throw it. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
The play-action fake. Touchdown, Huskies! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
Looking for a man. It's Gibson. He tries to take the top off. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wide-out set, trips right. After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's caught. It's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got enough for the first. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. UConn quick to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
To the ground. He's got it again. Hard running there. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Firing to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Gibson. Showing the arm strength to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Going right to work up top. Got his man. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
It's complete. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads. You could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Quarterback running on the draw. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. UConn quick to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Back to throw, it's Gibson. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Boilermakers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Got a man. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result...
There he goes! He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Boilermakers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Huskies. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
UConn 42, Purdue 28.
He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And an empty backfield here on second and short. Wants to go up top. Oh, he wants it all. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third.
Makes a grab for a big play. sloughing off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Jeffrey. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go.
Looking for a man. It's Gibson. They've got the screen set up. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. Okay, so I thought they might go for it here. Instead, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. Are forced to settle for 3. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And the returner will be knocked down. The UConn offense goes back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The Huskies are in the hurry-up.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
To the air, it's Gibson. That's caught. It's Gee.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Now on the move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And he's a little bit short, but how about the effort? At least he laid out. You see so many quarterbacks slide nowadays to protect themselves. He laid out for the first down. Unfortunately, he's a little bit short.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Makes the grab. It's Jeffrey. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's complete on the right side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. He's got it still on his feet. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Sometimes you'll hear guys derisively say, well, he just piles up numbers. When the number gets close to 450, that's what the Snake scores it. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
Don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
They'll go for two here and try to climb within a field goal late. To throw, it's Gibson. Intercepted deep in his own end.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. UConn going back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And just nowhere to go with the football for that quarterback. The defense in a nickel. They had extra DBs on the field, doing a nice job in the back end covering, and just no receivers able to get open.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's caught. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. UConn will have to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. This is a game of swings and momentum and a opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Gibson. Using the quick game. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. They think there's room to run to the right here. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got his man quickly. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. And the Boilermakers are marching down the field. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They're setting up the screen. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Boilermakers pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
He caught it! Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
To the air, it's Gibson. He's got it. End zone, you had to go for 2. They make it pay off. They're up by 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Handoff from the gun. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
To the air on second down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. This offense had to feel they were in the weeds a little bit, but they stayed in the fight, and now you get a break and you feel better about everything.
And isn't it crazy? Sometimes those little breaks you get just...
Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. They'll go to the counter. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. Touchdown, UConn! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Gibson. Zings it complete to the right. Not much doing there. Just picked up a couple before going out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He wants a big play here late. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball...